Good Sunday afternoon, friends and neighbors. Tesuiji at the desk for a Sunday edition of the Saturday Starlight. Apologies for being a day late, but I had stuff come up that required my attention on Saturday itself. So, that's why we're here now. We are in the postseason of the 2022 NPB season. The Hanshin Tigers stole second place from the Yomiuri Giants on percentage points. That's what happens when you play with ties, kiddies. Weird things can happen. Very close postseason chase between the Lions and the Eagles over in the Pacific League. The Hawks taking the pennant by 11 games. Reminds me of the Saturday Stampede there. The Carp narrowly winning the pennant in the Central. Swallows having a rough season. So we are going to skip ahead to the end of the postseason. And a quick look at the roster. This team frustrates me, really and truly. We have a lot of upcoming free agents that, honestly, I don't see the need to extend. Like Fernando Romero, sprained ankle, change oof. We're not going to be doing giving money to any guy with a change oof. Edwin Escobar, $2 million for a reliever. In a word, no. That's not happening. Grant Anderson, signed him on an offhand shot. Yeah, he's not going to turn into anything. Okay. Minor league deals. What are you going to do? Ditto for Motohiro Shima. Good to see that he's a captain, but he didn't really... Okay, he contributed decently in the minors, but we've got 3 good catchers already. Ginji, tried to sign him, didn't quite work out. Gave him plenty of opportunities, but he doesn't want to talk to us anymore, so he's on the way out. Ditto for Kazuya Fujita. I'm amazed he's still playing. Yamato, as much as I adore him, I don't see a future on the team for him. Certainly not at $1.7 million for a 34-year-old. I would not be doing this deal. We already have one dumb contract that the previous guy signed that we're going to try and offload during the offseason. That's Toshiro Miyazaki, who had his WAR total cut in half. Strikeout rate went up. Walk rate went down. Hey, Skep, good to see you. The giveaway is points. If you stick around around 2 o'clock Eastern, we will be doing Net Your Dish, which is a Call Your Shot knockoff that I came up with Dishnet's blessing, of course, for the name. And it's not based on the card value, it is based on the card theme. So it's based on the theme teams I ran in Perfect Team 22. Hopefully you'll be able to stick around and tune into that. That should be a lot of fun. So we saw a bunch of folks get called up. Isobata, I'm looking forward to see how he does. Okumura, ditto. But if we can trade Toshiro Miyazaki, give Estami Urania more playtime at third. Hello, sir. Look at this. And we plucked him up from the Giants for Keita Sano, or sorry, Tyler Austin, who is also a pending free agent, so I'm okay with this. I feel like there's a lot of growth potential in this team. We just have to unlock it. And look at the catchers we got. So we got Shinosuke Yamase, who I may have given too many lightsabers to. Excuse me a moment while I fix that. Yeah, we're not going to put him at third or at left, or first or left. He's got a cannon no matter where he plays. Yamase with that eye. Catcher of the future here. Or it could be Ryoya Otsu, who could be a catcher of the future. Also loving the eye and the avoid Ks. We got both these guys from the Giants. The Giants don't have any catching depth left. And just in case, we've got Naoya Higashide. You can tell I have a certain type. Yes, Sito. More Bobs! Apologies for any noises outside the door. Everyone and their nice cars decided to come out of hiding. It is a gloriously warm day here in Toronto. Yesterday was was a scorcher. Today's turning out to be the same. Right, so we also got Naoto Chino, who could be somewhat decent. Keito Mori, future shortstop. Yeah, he's ready to get called up, actually. I think this season he's going to get called up. Ditto for Hosokawa. Didn't quite pan it out this season. I'll give him another shot. Ebina might actually be a trade option. We'll see. So we're going to do the off-season. We're going to do the draft. And I finally figured out I could randomize the draft order, then fix it in the CSV for the out rounds. So we'll be able to do an NPB style draft or something kind of close to it, where just because we stunk during the year, we still have a chance to play. All right, so Shima's decided to hang up the cleats. Fine, I expected that. All right. I'm also not going to do the customary... Oh, man, the Giants upset the Tigers. Oof. I'm not going to do the customary one-game head start for postseasons that don't involve me. Seems like it worked anyway. All right, so the draft pool has been announced. Let's take a look and see. Let me get my congeniality filter. Yes, this is the congeniality. So I use this filter to make sure I'm getting people who are likely to develop and likely to not get hurt. So Fuminori Hayashi, whoa. Excuse me. Let's get a scouting report on this kid. Hey EVC, good to see you. Make sure you follow EVC and NYC and Skep. Both of them are out of the park streamers as well. Skep focuses on the perfect team side of the game, while EVC and NYC runs the theme team Discord that my clubs are a part of. Sachio Ito, wow. Casually just putting up a 551 on base in high school. Getting either of these guys would be transformational for the club. Okay. Do I need to change the player creation things? Like, there are so many good players. Like, you've seen the draft pools we get in the Saturday Stampede. We're lucky we get 2 80 potential guys. And this is a center fielder. Again, a center fielder with Sato that we could pick up. All right. Toba, we've already... Oh, man. Okay, this is unfair now. I think the player development... I don't know if it's that my player development stats are mixed up, or if I need... Hopefully I don't need to restart my game. We're going to do the one draft anyway with a goofy player development, but... Wow. Okay, I don't need Toba, but I covet that. Yamane. Wow. This is going to be a transformational draft no matter who we get, basically. Right, probably not Nishimoto. Don't like the movement. Iijima has a bit of an issue with that slider. Takazawa would be a clear new center fielder. Alright, so clearly there's a lot of good batters in this draft class, but the pitchers are kind of, huh? We also have a rare North American who probably played... yeah, if he comes through the Japanese draft system, he qualifies as a domestic player, so... Gabe Ortiz. Oh, man. This year's draft is going to be goofy. Alright, so Carp and hold the lead over the Giants. Hawks holding the lead over the Eagles. my apartment does not have air conditioning, so I am melting a little bit. All right, Von Hillman. He's on loan, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Okay, so he's who Fernando Romero is going to be replaced by, basically, Juan Hillman. Oh, we can't remove him from the loan? Try that, and then let's try moving. Rotator cuff. There we go. Ooh, I like the new playoff coverage screen, so... Game 7 goes to the Hawks. That a walk-off? In the 11th! In the 11th, a walk-off hit. That somehow doesn't get into the game screen here. Did we not get a game log? Oh, okay. And then over in the Central, Giants trying to come back from down 3-1 against the Carp. Will they make it? They will. So it's the worst possible case scenario. Just like 2019, just like 2020, it's Hawks versus Giants. Again. Tyler Austin is injured, so he's not even playing in the finals. I'm trying a different music mix this weekend. Well, we'll see how it goes. Alright, Hillman's ready to come back.
I've seen a lot of change.
Alright. Ito? Okay, I want him. I want him a lot. Chikawa looks dominant potentially. This is a really good draft class. Mai, probably not as good, but could contribute. Hayashi looks ridiculous. I can't afford anyone who comes out of the KBO anyway. Now, for those of you who play franchise mode, there was a specific setting for changing... That was changing a patch for players developing too quickly in the draft. Was that... I think that was disable development for draft-eligible players. I think that was it. We'll give it another draft to see if that makes things better. Because, I mean, like, they're not fully developed yet. They're still clearly rookies. We get any of these guys in the blue numbers. Like, this is going to dramatically change the plan I have for this team. Alright, so Inji Miura probably tore something. You're going to be the Hawks or the Giants. Dynasty intact. The Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks have won their 5th Japan Series in 6 years. Alright, so upgraded first, team leader, championship. And Shibata wants to get posted. Sheebs, you're killing me here. Alright. Alright. You know what? This is how we can get out of Hawk. Someone wants him, they can pay $5 million for Tatsuhiro Shibata. Second in the prospect standings, and the Giants are so good. Hozono, Hirie, Awaihara, Matsumoto, and Hillman. And we're getting an expansion right out of the chute. Okay, I was not expecting that. Ball Tanaka's getting posted again. So we're once again going to put the expansion teams in the Pacific League. The Pacific League's going to expand first. But we're not going to have to deal with it. Oh, hey, Ganba Magus. Good to see you. Now, last year, or in the Saturday Stampede, we had the Bears and the Spirit in the PL. The Okinawa Kirin Spirit is still going to be one of the two teams. And we can't do Pacific and Central. Oh, actually, you know what? We could do this. Otono Kizaka Muse or Muse and the Numazu Aquars. You know what? We're gonna do a split because I do have a schedule for that. So it'll be the Spirit and the Bears as the first two draft teams joining the league. One each. Don't expand league. Okay, so we can't do that. Okay. They did say 2 teams, so we're going to go back and we are going to put... We're going to put the Ehime Honda Comets in the Pacific League. It's going to be Bears and Arrows in the Central this year. Comments? No, Comets. The Okinawa Kirin Igun. Hear it? What's another city in Okinawa? Why not just Okinawa? Okay. Yeah, Gamba Magus, I've run with these names before. I've used them in the Saturday Stampede, in the Shizuoka Arrows Dynasty I did back in Out of the Park 21. I found names and team designs that work, and I stuck with them. Don't break what isn't broken. Alright, films, coaches. Expanded teams draft first. Ay. Limit 20 picks. Limit 10 picks from a single team. Let's see if... Do we want to set up a pick list? Can't pick on one team more than 10 times? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's draft a full roster of 30. Let's drop the auto protect down to 2 years because I have a sneaking suspicion that we won't have a big enough pool otherwise. I gotta go grab the unbalanced schedule that I made for Out of the Park Baseball 22. I said I had League Auto expansion set on. I did not expect it to happen in the first season. That also means we're not going to have Interleague anymore, because the schedule doesn't know how to handle that. Alright. Aw, come on, my logos aren't ported over? Did I forget to... I forgot. Okay. Hold on one moment. Someone else asked me for that NPB expansion stuff recently, so I'm just gonna quickly drop that into... There we go. That's what they're supposed to look like. Hey Skep, your favorite thing, we get to work on patents later. You know what, I'll deal with all the logos and whatnot off stream. Let's at least get the home jerseys and logos set up just so people don't look silly when they get signed and what have you. Alright, I think I got the wrong small logo. I wanted the... that one. There we go. So, I guess we have a protection list to worry about now. So I could have 7 players exposed, 6 players, 4, 11, 11. I just want to make sure there's enough players for the draft. 6, 14 players exposed. Oh, they can protect everyone. Okay, you know what? Yeah, 30 players protected is too many. We're going to drop that down to 20 players. That exposes 16. Exposes 13. Exposes 11. Okay, that's a little more reasonable, I think. So, we have some tough choices to make. But maybe not. Because any pending free agent we don't have to worry about. Thank you, Ganbamagus. Pets! I mean, my rule is whenever the league expands is whenever I accept it. I do have automatic evolution on. But of course, Ganbamagus, it can't be a part of the team's chance because that's pantsu, which is something very, has a different connotation in Japanese. So our protected list: Imanaga, Doi, Escobar's pending free agent, Mishima, duh, Haida. Yeah, let's keep Yamasaki, expensive as he is. Sano, Hosokawa. We're not going to protect Shibata because he's posted. Urania. Ota. We're going to expose Miyazaki and see if someone wants to bite on that $2 million contract. I know that means we don't get anything for him, but whatever. Seems a little less gamey than trying to get money from, or trying to send him off to the SoftBank Hawks. Hillman. Hida. Tet Kyoyama. Ei. Maguchi. Not going to protect Maeda because he's a pending free agent. Let's protect Sakine. Why not? Mashita, probably not. I think that... Oh, and Podorsky. Krisky was trash. I'm honestly going to non-tender him. We can do better with the free agent spots. So do we protect Miyazaki then? And then we can trade him to SoftBank. Or... Let's do that. Let's put everyone in the same hole we are. 18 players protected. Auto-protect players with less than 2 years. I think this is our protected list. Wait, why is Kamizato not showing here? Am I missing something? I already put him in? Drug. Okay. Let's submit the list. And we'll drop the, we'll keep the maximum at 10 pick players. I'm curious to see what this expansion draft looks like. Leaving Miyazaki open is a choice. Why is the draft date all the way on the 23rd? And I put in my protected list now. Didn't it just say that it was going to happen tomorrow? Can I unlock that protected list? Yes, okay. There we go. So because the deadline hasn't happened, I'm going to boost that up to 20. When is the actual expansion draft? Alright, so the 22nd. Okay. Whew. Okay. Crisis averted. I'm still going to leave Miyazaki exposed. So we're getting into the free agency period. Wow. A lot of people who I have to do negotiation with. Because, this is fun. This is the spreadsheety portion of this game. At least I can speed run this, I know that what the secret is for getting people to sign. I just realized that song was 23 minutes long, so we're going to move ahead. So the secret for doing the arbitration amounts. You got to offer 95% of their ARB estimate plus $1. All you got to do. That was Matrick Pahomes on the Out of the Park subreddit. Found the secret. Just double check that that's the actual username. Yes, Matrick Pahomes -15. So credit to him coming up with this. So because I did an NPB quick start, which is available on the Out of the Park forums, go check that out. I also have it set up in this game that players are ARB eligible after 1 season, which is closer to the real NPB. So in NPB, you, the owner, or the GM, get to dictate what the player's contract is. There's no real arbitration process. It's, here's what you get, that's what you get. And because of that, I set the game up so that arbitration is eligible right after year 1, so you don't have pre-ARB years. Players like Munetaka Murakami, who had a ridiculous rookie season, can and do see huge percentage increases from year to year. Yuki Ariyoshi, yeah, I'm okay with not tendering. Hirata, non-tender candidate. Ise, we are going to sign up because you remember him. He showed up in the Stampede, I think. Solid player. Jida is going to get an extension. So how is everyone doing today? I had a great Saturday. Only slightly ruined because I decided to tune into the Toronto Maple Leafs hockey game, and we are not going to talk about that today. It's too beautiful out. Right. Non-tender Mikami. We're going to sign YY, but thank goodness non-escalating arbitration is on because I would not be able to afford this contract otherwise. And yeah, that's another thing that the NPB can do. It can cut your salary, sometimes by as much as 20%. Oh man, Mishima had a fantastic season. Part of me wants to actually keep him, put him in the starting rotation. Minei was somehow our best batter. That's how utterly garbage tier this team was, or this year was. When your catcher is your top batter, you got issues, son. Keita Sano. Captain Keita needs a better year than last one. Kuramoto, yeah, let's non-tender him. Then Maki. Not going to promise him the starting lineup, though. I don't know. Maybe someone else gets it better. Shunta Tanaka can play just about everywhere, so we're going to... Oh, he wants to go to arbitration. Fine, whatever. Ashita. Raw from him. Whoop, the music has stopped. Excuse me one moment. There we go. Kusumoto. Yeah, I guess. My hope is eventually I will save enough money through all this that I won't need to worry about. I can actually, spend money on player development and still have enough left over to field a team. There's Kamizato. 2 wins above replacement? Absolutely, you're getting an extension. Kuwahara. Kind of pricey, but you get what you pay for. I ain't promising anything. Sakine, yeah, we'll let you walk. Taishi Ota. Not expecting Ota to be as big of a component of this team. But I did well. All right. There's all of our extensions. Let's skip ahead to the... Wait, did I have user voting turned on for awards? I feel like I did. I do. Okay. So, I gotta pick an MVP for the Pacific League. Genda had a fantastic season. Wow. Do we give it to Asamura again? Ishikawa, who in real life has been playing fantastically. Okay, no, it's Gita again. Oh, up to 10 players? Right, this is why I don't do user voting for awards, because it bogs things down. I'm gonna turn that off. Settings. Put under rules? Under options? Ah, it's under options, yeah, so... I want the AIs to vote. I'm not going to. But I am going to vote for the Hall of Fame. That's what I want to vote for. Okay. Because I have thoughts. On who needs to get in. Alright, so good news is we got most of our guys locked up. Yeah, Cito, Leaf's gonna leaf. Ganba, do not burn all your pants. Worst case scenario, cut them into jean shorts or other kinds of shorts. Mutilate them, but at least that way you still have something to wear on the bottom. So while we're grinding away here, now's as good of a time as any to fill you in on the Saturday Stampede. I am still playing that save file outside of stream, and stuff has happened. I feel like, while this is going on, this is the opportune time to bring you up to speed. So, in 2041, we won the Pacific League pennant again. We won the final stage again, but we lost to the Giants for the third straight season. Gold gloves to Shinjiro Okuma at pitcher, Oscar Munoz at second, Gani Valar at center field, best 9 to Andreu at first, Munoz at second, Tatsuo Tamura, who was a deadline pickup, and Gani Valar. Oscar Munoz got to 2,000 hits, so the Meikyukai, the Golden Players Club in Japan, will open their doors to him. Only the second foreign player to hit that milestone. The first was Alex Ramirez. In 2042, we won the whole shebang again. The Giants lost to the Hiroshima Toyo Carp in the final stage, and we beat them in the Japan Series at home. Juan Andreu won MVP. Jose Morales, hey, he finally showed up. He won Rookie of the Year. Akio Morishita and Gani Valar at Golden Gloves. Best 9 to Andreu, Morales, Toichi Morishita, and Gani Valar. Jitsuo Onizuka got his 2,000th hit and became a free agent that year and signed with the Giants. In 2043, we failed to win the pennant for the first time in almost 2 decades. We beat the Eagles in the first stage, but lost to the Niigata Komatsu Bears in the final stage. The Sumitomo Arrows become the first expansion team to win a Japan Series in 2043. Victor Enriquez, an incredible generated free agent, was our Rookie of the Year. Valar, the only Golden Glove. Andreu Morales and Toichi Morishita, best 9. Jose Morales actually hit for the cycle that year, and we raised number 19, Oscar Munoz, Oscar Bleepin' Munoz's jersey number, to the rafters. The following year, in 2020, in 2044 rather, we lost to the Eagles in 6 in the final stage. The Hanshin Tigers win their second ever Japan series, beating those Eagles in 7 games. Jose Morales wins MVP, Gold Gloves to Enriquez. Kojiro Inoue, who started as a shortstop but really filled in well as a second baseman with pop. Gani Valar, and Kesanori Takayama, who we signed to the richest contract in that NPB's history, or that at that moment in NPB, something like $6 million per year. Best 9 to Morales, Valar, and Andreu, and we raised Jitsuo Onizuka's number 16 to the rafters. It's going to be next to impossible to get a number in the teens for the Stampede. We may not actually get that far in today's session. I do want to flip over at some point to the perfect team so we can do our giveaway at 2 o'clock Eastern. All right, Golden Gloves. No surprises here. Taishi Ota getting a Golden Glove for his work in right field. Attaboy Taishi. We did not get any Best 9 award winners. No surprise there. Ah, man, that stinks, Ganba. My mainline club, the PAX only club, did not make the playoffs. I'm not even sure if they're getting promoted. Both theme teams finished above 500. All right, and we didn't get anything else in terms of the news, in terms of awards. Who did? Murakami, Yanagita. Yeah, no surprise about Yanagita. Masato Morishita wins the Sawamura Award. Imanaga finishes 4th. Okay, I'll take that. Takaya Ishikawa. Yeah, of course he won Rookie of the Year. No one else debuts otherwise. And Best 9 award winners in the CL. Yeah, this tracks. It looks like we're going to arbitration with Tanaka and Shibata. Well, I mean, the playoffs are a crapshoot, Ganba. That's just the way this goes. Lord knows I've run into that face first many times. Alright, so it is first year draft. But we also said that we were going to randomize the draft order to simulate the real NPB. Otherwise, we'd be drafting 6th. Because, you know, in real NPB, you have to pick your player, and then you see where you end up on the draft board. So, where's the sound effect for what I want to do? Here we go. See, where do we end up now? Basically the same spot. Okay, so we are going to be drafting 6th once we move the expansion teams back into their usual spots. We're going to give the expansion teams spot 1 and spot 2 because otherwise that feels bad for them. I have to manually rejig things just a little bit. Alright, so who was the one that was going to go first? Was it Okinawa or was it Ehime? Let's move Ehime to be the top spot. Okinawa to be the second. And then for the expansion draft, we'll flip the 2 of them. And then for round 2, and then alternating, it's by standing spot. So that means, or reverse standing, so, and the I just can't believe that the Buffaloes and Swallows managed to pull off the incredible worst of first to worst again. That's just insane. That over. So, Buffaloes, then Swallows, then Marines, then us, the Bay Stars, the Ham Fighters. They have no quarrel with Ham. Dragons, Eagles, Giants, the Lions, Tigers, the Bears, no. The Hawks, then the Carp. Okay. That is our order for rounds 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And then we flip it around for rounds 3, 5, 7, 9. So we actually didn't move at all in our draft standing. What happened is the friggin' Giants moved up. The Giants and the Eagles both are the ones who stand to benefit. Alright, so let's make sure everything loaded in properly. Yes. The poor Buffaloes. They fall in the draft. Mock Draft says we're going to get Mitsukuni Tanaka. I would be thrilled if we got this guy. But let's see. Okay, there should not be this many foreign players. Okay, no, he did actually in the NPB draft. I may need to tune the settings again. There's all right, so there's 1, 3. I mean, there are more showing up. Don't get me wrong. Okay, there's more than that. There's 4, but Matt Merton Jr. Yeah, okay, because Merton played in Japan, right? Okay, that tracks. Alright, I feel like no one's going to draft a 2020 guy anyway. Alright. Way too many good players. To take care of in one draft. I have no idea who's going to fall to us. Let's find out. Ehime Honda Comets, the expansion team, will select, with the first overall draft pick, Tachiko Sato. With that ridiculous outfield range. They got their man. Spirit, they're going for Kenichiro Yamamoto. Also potential phenom. Swallows will take Hayashi, who I was really hoping would fall to us. Giants are going to take Sachio Ito. Dang it, dang it, dang it. The Eagles will grab that ridiculous catcher, Kazuhito Toba. So we've got a very tough decision here. We've got Masanori Fukushima, could be an absolute ace, even if he's only got 3 pitches. Got Mitsunori Nishikawa, who, wow. Ridiculous, 90 contact, 85 avoid Ks. Corner outfielder. Mitsukuni Tanaka. Tetsuro Yamane. Yamane kinda... Ooh. Okay. Mine tends to wander. Not sure I like that. Or we go for Imai here. I don't like the eye on Imai. Or Baku Makino, who looks like my kind of player in this save, that range. But out of the 80s... Alright, so we got a vote from Gamba for Tanaka. The range concerns me. Ditto for the scouting accuracy. I'm not sure if that 80's accurate. Or do we go with a pitcher to join Kozono, Irie? Alright. Between Yamane, Nishikawa. This is the most important draft in this game, I can tell. So, Nishikawa has a absolutely ridiculous bat. And he's a lefty, too. Yamane's less splitsy. Love the nickname. Absolutely adore the nickname. That may put me over for Yamane. And I like that he's got the 70 outfield range on a team like mine where we don't have... Oh, no, we've got Ryota Nakano. We have a 70... we've got Isobata. We got a 65 range outfielder. Got a 60 range guy in Okumura. We got a 70 or 65 in Kamizato. We got a 65 in Kuwahara. We got Ota as well. But a 70 with that potential. I mean, Tanaka with a switch hitting bat. And he can play some infield. I wouldn't want him to, but he could. Alright, so let's compare Naka and Imai. I'm sorry, yeah, it was... Who was I just looking at? Nishikawa? That was Nishikawa versus Yamane. Nishikawa versus Tanaka. This is really tough. You know what? The 60 range can play in left. 60 arm can play in right. Play first. He's a switch hitting batter. But the 85 avoid Ks, I gotta go with Nishikawa. Who does my scouting director think? Okay, my scout says Tanaka as well. Switch hitter. I'm gonna regret this. Let's do it. Ganba's voting Tanaka. I'm gonna do it. Itsukuni Tanaka, welcome to the Yokohama DNA Bay Stars. Carp are gonna pick up Yamane. Buffaloes are gonna go for Kazushi Sato. Wow. Yeah, we gotta turn off the player development for the draft pool. I think that's what's skewing things. But then again, I'm happy to have more youngsters in the majors early on. Alright, so the Tigers pick up Imai. We should probably get a pitcher at some point soon. Now we're in the second round. Comets get Fukushima. They got the next best pitcher. Seems to be a bit of a run on pitchers right now. Ishikawa to the Swallows. So we have a choice between Baku Makino, 75 outfield range. Hamana Hamana. Jorge Blanco. No. No, not Blanco. Akimoto. I like the arm. I like the bat profile. I don't think we have a strong third base prospect. And we're going to go Akimoto here. All right, Kudimoto, I love the eye. I'm doing the skep thing. I'm focusing on the eyes. Oh, Miyamoto. Yeah, like, I don't care that he's got an absolute noodle bat. 65 infield range will always play on this club. I will draft pitchers at some point, I swear. I waited too long to draft pitchers. There must have been a run on them. Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Two-Way Player. Tadahito Sato, let's take you on. Okay, he doesn't play second, but I like him better as a batter than I do as a pitcher. Let's pick up a reliever in Hironori Kubo. Maybe he learns a third pitch. Why not? Why not? Oh, Kudimoto's still available. Heck yes, let's pick him up. All right, round 7. Kano as a first base, third base option. Yes, please. You can't go wrong with just picking the best player. Really, you can't. All right, now's about the time I usually pick up a catcher, and Yoshimichi Takeuchi looks like a good option, but we already are stacked with catchers. So I'm going to wait on the catcher prospects for another time. Takashima looks like he could contribute more so than Yamane. Ooh, Toki Miyata, another third base option. This is about when I go look at fielding ranges. So Tagawa here, second and outfield option. Yeah, let's go with a good fielder in Yasuharu Tagawa. Especially someone with 70 outfield range. That plays. Alright, and then of the remaining guys... 9th round, running into the dregs. Missed on the guy I wanted. Ishii looks like he could be a contributor. Between Miyata or E, let's see here. Okay, when you stack them up together like that, Ishii's an obvious pick because he's actually got home run pop. And then, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have a 4th catcher just in case, so let's take Takeuchi. There we go. So, that brings us to the end of the inaugural NP, or the first draft in this save. I'm going to go to my game settings and disable development for draft-eligible players. No, let's leave that there for now. So we're going to talk about Perfect Team, and we are going to... At some point, I'm going to get the stinking... what's the word I'm looking for? The signature images. Those will work at some point. So, it is time For Net Your Dish, the goofy little add-on or mimicry of Call Your Shot, named after DishNet34, Perfect Team's hype man. So the way this works, the way this will work, is I will update the link there momentarily. So I purchased a bunch more packs. Ishtet. Did I say that? I hope I didn't. So I've got about 25 regular packs plus 2 silver, plus a silver, plus a gold. The way Net Your Dish works is instead of calling your shot for a diamond or a perfect, you have to call your shot for a theme team card from, again, my Perfect Team 22 themes. If you call a live Canadian card, and it has to say it's a Canadian, Freddie Freeman and Jameson Tyon don't count, you will earn 1,000 perfect points for each time that card is pulled. If you call a Bob or Bobby, live or historical, 5,000 perfect points. Again, even irons count here. If you call an historical World Series winner, the year and the team must match on the card, 10,000 perfect points. And if you call an historical Canadian player, including Build a Legend Larry Walker, 25,000 perfect points can be yours. But here's the new wrinkle. Here is the new wrinkle. Do you see over here? We have already had Bobby Dahlbeck and Bobby Bradley called last stream session. Great Scott and On Magius, I think there was the name, successfully netted their dish. So guess what? Because those cards have been called, they are only worth half as much. So if you call for Bobby Dahlbeck or Bobby Bradley, you will only earn 2,500 perfect points. You can still pick them, but they are worth half as much. They are half gone. That dish has already been netted. So if you're worried, like, hey, I don't know all the Bobs in the game, not to worry. The poll will include every single option available for each of those. And we'll even mention which ones have already been picked. So, with that in mind, we have 5 minutes on the clock to give you some additional time. I'm going to put it on screen and in the chat. Gentlemen, start your netting. Net Your Dish is open. Net Your Dish is open. You got 5 minutes. Go get some perfect points. In the meantime, we're going to talk about how the Shizuoka Arrows, my packs-only team, fared at the bronze level. Oh, bad link. Bad link. Okay, let me see. Am I not accepting responses yet? What's going on here? Oh, let me stop the countdown. Thank you for letting me know. Stop. Reset. What's going on here? Okay, sorry for the false start. Thank you for letting me know. Now Net Your Dish is open. Now Net Your Dish is open. Clearly, I don't do this that often. So, as I was saying, the Arrows, the packs only team, finished a game under 500, will be missing promotion to silver by underperforming our Pythag by 8 games. 5-9 in extra innings, losing record in one-run games, winning record after the All-Star break, so we were starting to turn a corner here. Had guys like John Lackey leading the rotation. Pablo Lopez has contributed. Howie Kamnitz doing a job. I do wonder, with the volume of high movement pitchers in the pool right now, if there's a disadvantage to having the high movement pitchers. If the game has been rebalanced, let's take a look at the batters as we wait for options to come in. Roger Maris, in only 55 games, slugged 20 home runs. Oh, I am excited for this guy. I pulled him off stream, and yes, please more. I'm hype for him. We got our Bill DeBrooks, 59 power, still contributing 16 long bombs. Rupert Jones moving from center to left, fully trained up at left now. Going to be very valuable for this club going forward. I mean, the outfield really is the strong suit between Miles Straw, Patsy Donovan, two like low power guys, but Patsy still got 4 bombs. Actually, Patsy had a really rough season. I may need to rethink his involvement. I mean, a guy with 93 avoid K should not be having a 14% strikeout rate. Neil Walker, almost fully trained up at first. Yeah, generally dice combo, right? Charlie Holliker was a recent pickup. Love the bat profile. 2.6 wins above replacement in 53 games. Look at that bunt! Look at it! Absolute menace. And that moves Woody Held from short to second, where he's almost fully trained up. 4 wins above replacement season from Woody Held. I mean, the bullpen's a dog's breakfast. I get that. I accept that. When Martin Perez is your best reliever in only 17 games, I mean, I want Hunter Brown to be our stopper. Okay, the Sierra 2.49, that's actually really stinking good. So I may move him to stopper for next season. I don't see him working in the rotation when he's not the best movement on the club. Actually, what's Eduardo Rodriguez doing in the bullpen instead of in the rotation? I may need to flip that. Right, V. Trudell, the bunt is beautiful. All right, less than a minute to go. Let's see how many responses we've got. We only got 8. Come on, guys. What is Net Your Dish? It is a giveaway, Mithoki. You need to pick a... Oh, thank you for following EMDub46. If you pick a card that I'm going to pull from all these packs, you can win perfect points yourself. Oh, I got the raid coming in. Okay, so we're going to add on an extra minute. Can you give a link? Yes, the link is on screen right now, but I'll put it in the chat just to be safe. And thank you, EVC and NYC, for letting me know. We are going to add an extra 2 minutes onto the countdown for when the raid comes in, because they deserve... thank you for letting me know. Hopefully the link works now. There he is! Hello, Commission Company! Fluffy Kitty Ninjas are inbound, and you came in. I decided to extend it. Let's get crazy. It's the Net Your Dish giveaway. Jamie PT, thank you for the follow. You need to click this link that I'm putting in the chat. You need to call a Canadian Bob or Bobby or World Series winner in order to win 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, or even 25,000 perfect points. Golly, there's a lot of you. Hopefully you enjoyed the EMLB Game of the Day or the Chat with the Commissioner, whichever one was occurring today. Normally we would be doing the Saturday Starlight, but we're in the in the early offseason, and the league decided in my first season in the save to expand. So it's a little awkward. So let me know if y'all need a bit more time. If you worry about which option to choose, if you're not sure which Bobs. Oh, wow. 6-5. Way to go, Angels. Don't worry about not knowing all the cards in the Perfect Team set. The quiz includes all available options. There is the link again. We are sitting on 9. Oh, we're up to 10 responses now. Let's take a look and see who's calling. We got a lot of people calling historical Canadians today. Half of them going for the Larry Walker. Hey, we finally got someone who picked a World Series winner. Okay. I'm liking that. 20 seconds on the clock. Let me know if we need more time. It's going to be close. I know y'all came in late, so I may extend one more minute. I want to see a couple more responses get in. We're up to 12 now. One last minute. Why am I being so generous? I don't know. It's because you've earned it. Thank you, MDub46. I've added on one more minute. Just final alarm here. Hang on a second. Let's get some goofy sounds effects, because I gotta follow up FKN with that. We need more goofy sound effects. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Yeah, the final alarm. It's like in any sort of graphic design. The instant you name something a final version, it will not be a final version. We're up to 15 responses, and now we're in the final stretch. All right, let's get to it. 28 packs plus whatever we need to recycle here. Let's rip some packs and let's see if anyone has successfully net their dish. 17 responses in. First pack, here we go. All right, D. Strange Gordon, Santavela, Lee McGee. Let me double check. I think Lee McGee was a World Series winner. No, the Cubs in 1919? No, absolutely not. All right, so womp womp there. Bunch of live folks. No Bobs, no Canadians, so we're going to keep moving. Nando Arroyo from the 80s Twins. Joel Peralta. Hey, we did get a live Canadian. Okay, did anyone call Josh Naylor? No, no one did. Ah, that stinks. Oh, that so close, folks. All right, next pack. No live Canadians. And Jeff Bronke of the Rangers did not win in 1993. All right, Silver and Rafael Devers. Still no Canadians. No Bobs. Unless JJ stands for J-Bob, J-Bob. Alvarez, David Bodie. Not gonna nope so far. Okay. Anthony Castro plays for Canadian team. Does not count. David Bell for the Phillies, 2006. Nope, they won in 2008, so that does not count. Chuck Knobloch. The Yankees did win in 1999, but nobody called that. So that is a near miss on the World Series winners. Ah, yes, EVC and NYC. Thank you for explaining. So Chuck Briskets, I would rate the experience decently. Like, it depends on what you want to get out of it. If you want to chase championships, It can be a bit of a grind, especially if you're going for tournaments, but if you want to learn how to play tournaments, you gotta watch Skep. Shout out to him. Or if you want to have fun like I do and just goof around and play theme teams, that's fun too. The Bob Cajun Bobs never won a championship, but that was a lot of fun to just run out a team full of Bobs. And the Barrett's Privateers, the Canadians and Canadian Baseball Hall of Famers, did win championships. I don't see any champions here. Yeah, Jimmy Walsh did not win with the Athletics in 1911. Sandy Koufax from 1957. We have a Frank. We have a Tom Needham. Nobody picked him. We had a lot of people calling historical Canadians. It's nice to see. All right, Jackie Hayes for the White Sox. Eddie Solomon. Right size. If Larry Walker Build a Legend comes in, 3 people are walking away with 25 grand, and that will make me nervous. Still no Bobs, still no Canadians that won. All right, Johnny Temple, 1958 Reds. That's an interesting card. Packs have been quiet today. Like, eerily quiet. All right, we got a Canadian, and we have a successful call! David Corperial, well done! You have net your dish for 1,000 points on Cal Quantrill. And there's another Canadian in Abraham Toro, but nobody picked him. So we have a successful call and a miss. If we only walk out of here only awarding 1,000 perfect points, I gotta fix that. All right, bunch of nope there. No Canadians there, though Darno kind of looks French. Dizzy Trout is actually on my World Series losers theme team this year. The Second City also rans. Doesn't count. On the theme set. Anthony Castro for the second time today. Nope. Hey, there's a silver. Dylan Tate. Little sad Fetty for him. Golly, the packs have been quiet. Brandon Inge. Otto Hess. The pre-World Series era. Or very early World Series era, I should say. Oh, we got a gold inbound. AJ Minter. Finally, some spiciness to these packs. Another gold card, Mark Canha. We still haven't hit the gold packs yet. Bill Mueller. Wrong set. He could play well in the Second City also rans. But I can't sell to myself. Oh, okay. Actually, there's a bunch of decent sell orders. If I don't have them yet, I should. Vic Raschi from the 1955 Athletics. Another golden. All right, so now we're getting the gold cards. Frankie Montas. Oh, that'll play. That'll play very nicely. All right. Emilio Bonifacio, Boneface. Bradley Zimmer plays for a Canadian team, does not count. Silver and gold pack inbound. There's the silver card. It's Cody Stashek. And the gold pack will reveal Ozzy Albies. So we got one successful call. Let me see if I got any duplicates that I can quick sell here. All right, so Devers can move the needle a little bit. Let's get him up there for 700. So, your winner, your single solitary winner is David Corperial, who successfully called Cal Quantrill, and he showed up once. Oof. Marron. That stinks. I'm going to keep doing this As long as Out of the Park Developments will let me. So, David, make sure to whisper me if you do not get your points within the next week. And we are going to flip back into the Saturday Starlight because we've got the expansion draft on the horizon. Actually, no, EVC. David does not need to whisper me to get the PP. He just needs to whisper me if he does not get them within a week. That seems to be the turnaround time with the Out of the Park Developments team. For the rest of y'all, stick around for the next 40 or so minutes. We're going to keep going. So I play an NPB franchise called the Saturday Starlight, where we're taking over the Yokohama DNA Baystars, and we're going to do a very skeppy lineup, focusing very high on on-base percentage, which, as you can tell, is a bit of an issue. So I, avoid K, and then the contact stats. Unfortunately, the league decided in my first season to expand. So there's the mighty Mitsukuni Tanaka at the top of our set. Oh, he's going to be so fun to build a team around. Nice beard for an 18-year-old, too. We have posted Tatsuhiro Shibata for 5 million. I have no idea if anyone's going to take him on, because if he does, they do. Hey, that solves our money issue in a big way. But we are going to... Number of protected players per team is going to be... Team... Clear this out. We're going to do this again once it actually gets near time. Skip ahead to the arbitration hearings. I only have one ARB hearing. Right, I need to see if anyone... Filter on that. Flip it around. Is not. Turn this into the Gaijin filter. Any Gaijin with 7 years of professional experience in NPB qualifies for domestic free agency, but I don't think any of these guys do. I think they're just all going to the free agency list. Even to Heath? No. Not good Polanco. Are any of these guys NPB lifers? No, they are not. Yeah, none of these guys are. They're all headed to the free agent market. Any domestic free agents that we could go after? Ooh, Nishikawa or Masuda would be a get. Maybe not Haruki because he's probably going to ask for way too much money. Exactly who we want, though. Nishi, selfish. Bull Takahashi. Booted out of the Lions. I could take this guy on. I could see him doing well. All right. After... Cool, so we got to keep Shibata and Shunta Tanaka. Free agency comes and goes. And our budget finally looks good. Down to only 19 million for this year. 11th in a 14-team league. I'm going to keep the ticket price about where it is. And interest is high. We can actually make a couple splashes on the market, or more accurately, we're going to goose our staffing and player development budget now that we aren't limited to just the baseline. So we're going to go as high up on player development as we can. And we are going to go as high up on scouting as we can. That eats up all of our free agent budget. Maybe we do goose ticket prices a little bit. Actually, let's go to double league baseline for now. Free up some cash to play with. Feel like that looks good. Personnel. Everyone seems happy. Good. Free agent deadline is tomorrow, so let's see. All right, Brian Metoyer. Extreme ground baller with ooh, okay. And my scout likes him, and he's only 750 grand. You say? Let's go with 540. Oh, actually, that's very reasonable. New closer? Yes, please. Oswald Rada as a catcher prospect? Alright, I could... Let's do a scouting report on that. I'm not sure if I'm... not what I'm signing up for there. A lot of people. A lot of foreigners out on the open market. Ishikawa wants 10 mil. Yee! Okay. Takahide Ikeda. Yeah, actually, let's offer this guy 310 grand. Absolutely. Always room on the bullpen for arms like that. Not sure I like Kaguya. A bit too pricey for my taste. Here. Okay, some minor league options. These guys won't cost anything, so I mean there's like no harm in firing off some minor league deals. Bunch of guys getting booted off rosters right now. Mune is available. Okay. I would pick up Yuma Mune. Absolutely. We got to go bargain bin shopping because I feel like otherwise we're going to miss guys that could contribute but won't. Oshima wants way too much money. Yano wants too much money. Matsuda. If we're looking at third baseman, old guy, for some reason they cut a 26-year-old. Alright, so we leapt on a bunch of guys. Mune had a rough go in this season after being fantastic and a Gold Glover in 2021. And he can contribute in the outfield too, so I'm eager to see what Mune turns into. This is an interesting player, Sanfo Lacina. Happily, I will give him a minor league deal. Actually, you know what? That's too many. Let's retract that offer. Try not to just go too crazy with that. How much does Bo want again? 1.8 million? Let's park that. For starting pitchers in particular, I find that the game, at least in and Out of the Park 22. You can get some real good bargains from people who waited too long and just end up not being available for any opportunities. So, nine players. We may have to actually decrease the number of players available to be drafted again. Yeah, we're going to cut it down to 15 players. And I think we need to flip around the draft order because... Oh no, Ehime did go first. Okay. That means for the expansion draft, yeah, Okinawa goes first. Perfect. What I want to see. So, okay. You can only pick 15 players. I guess that's it. Unless we really want to swap Kyoyama, I'm okay with letting him walk. I mean, he could be a good starter. Movement, well, you know what? The movement doesn't worry me that much. Let's think here. If we unprotect Miyazaki, someone's going to have to pick up his whole contract. I want to keep Podorsky because I think he can play with the big club. The question is Kyoyama or Hamaguchi the better pitcher? 60, 50, 45, 35, 50, 40, 45. We're going to leave Kyoyama exposed, and I'm going to regret it. Okay. The teams are going to be good right out the chute. That's going to be the issue here. Or could be good. Interesting choices from some of these teams. Let's get into the expansion draft and see if we lose anyone. And we lost Miyazaki right out the chute. He heads to the Spirit. So they get to eat all of his contract, and we do not. That's what I was worried about. Okay, can we fix the all caps, please? Why is there a space there? That's why it looked weird. Anyways. Back to the expansion draft. The Comets. Who are the Comets going to take? Shimauchi. Ooh, they picked him up from the Eagles. That's a spicy pick. Tanaka to the Spirit. Oh, poor guy. Gracial, Tohoda, Honosaki. Oh, that's a good pick for the Spirit. Yura, Wu King, Nishino. We only have 3 guys left exposed, unless did Kyoyama... Oh, Kyoyama has not been taken yet. Make sure that stays that way. On. Might be able to get at... Oh, no. Spirit took him. Dang it. Okay. So, the Spirit... Rotation of Tanaka, Chen, Imamura, Dohi, Okada, Hara. Daisuke Kondo as a closer. Toshiro Miyazaki as, I guess, the best player on the team. They got Uebayashi from the Hawks. That's a get. 27-year-old, yeah. He from the Fighters could be a good middle infielder. Shimizu, very good closer, or a catcher. Surprised the Fighters unprotected him. Then we got the Comets, who have Shimauchi and a bunch of bums. So our salary picture looks a lot better with Miyazaki off the books. Urania's got the leadoff spot all to himself. Podorski's going to be seeing some playtime. Bahada, Urania, and Ota. Shugo at second. I'm okay with that. I think there may be better options out there, but Shugo looks like a good batter. I'm hoping Sano turns in a better season than what he did last year. That's the hope. So now that we're sitting on a ton of cash, now we can play with some foreign players, because I think we only have Urania, Podorsky, and Hillman. We have one more foreign player slot available. All right, no, never mind. That's going to be Metoyer. We can always take on contracts during the off-season. Yeah, that agrees. Comets had the best draft. Hawks, Eagles, Tigers, all losing hand over fist. I guess we accidentally let go of a good pitching arm, and yeah, we definitely let go of a good pitching arm. Pone released. I think Mori's getting the call up next year. I think he is. Ditto for Ebina. Gonna be a fun offseason. We could definitely add another pitcher to the the team. Shibata still posted. No idea if he's going to actually get posted, but if he isn't, then we have our shortstop for next year at least. Just may have to combine him with Naoto Chino as a platoon split. We'll see. Let's see what all the free agent, the early contracts say. So after we wrap at 3 p.m. Eastern, I'm not sure if anyone else is streaming right now. I'd love to hand you off. Gorgo sends his regards, but he is unable to do a stream today. Alright, so someone's doing an Out of the Park Baseball 22 sim post. I may raid all of y'all into him. I have a softball game at 5 o'clock, so I will be doing that. Oh wow, there's a bunch of people playing today, including my good friend Cavacom, who is now streaming. So at 3 o'clock, we're going to raid into him. Remember when you do, the raid phrase is Shine Bright Starlight. Alright, we got a couple of new catchers in the minor league system. Means we don't need to worry about Oswald Rada. Naoki Kaneko has an offer from the Albirex. How about a 10 grand signing bonus? Adding Mune will help the third base situation, if nothing else. Although I have hope that Estami Urania can contribute at that spot now that he's out of the Giants system. I'm gonna have some fun in between sessions, putting together Spirit, putting together what the lineup is going to look like for next season. I may actually skip the most of the long off season, and that way our 2023 season will be our next stream. All right, Kawasaki wants to go to Kawa Million Stars. You also get a 15 grand signing bonus. Intense negotiations. A bunch of minor league scrubs. I'm going to sit on the money and wait for close to the dead of the offseason to actually put some deals out. CC Mercedes to the Hawks for 2.4 mil. Yosuke Hirata deals 2 years at 1.18 per. So the big deals are already starting to happen. Chips are already starting to fall. A few people who like Takashi Ogino. All right, let's look at personality. We're supposed to bring more leaders on board, and so far the only one out there is Nishikawa. Already tried my hand with Ginji, that didn't work. Nakamura will probably ask too much. Only 950, okay. Don't like the avoid case, so I'll pass on him. Takuya Nakashima from the Fighters. Adding a team leader could be 750k. Joel Nakata, Showtime. Not sure I like that deal. Ooh. Oh, let's get Akira. Whoa, let's not get Akira. Kosuke Tanaka could be an interesting get. All these guys are, oops. All these guys had rough seasons last year, so I don't know. And let's just leave. Let's just leave those guys as they are. Do we want to bring old man Yoshio Itoi over? Could play first. Oh wait, he had an absolutely atrocious year last year at 41 years old. Yeah, we're waiting him out. Pesky middle infielders, there aren't any. Third baseman, Hiranuma. Hiranuma as a backup option might not be a bad idea. Nishiuda, former... Hey, Stampede crossover. I like that. Played with the Toyama Thunderbirds. Nihonkai Ocean League last season. Keizo Kawashima wants way too much money for only being a 0.5 win above placement player. I mean, I could play him at third. 39 years old? Hiranuma looks closer to what I want. And he also is happy to take a minor league deal, so we're going to do that. We've got a deal out with Ikeda. Adding a Mima to the rotation wouldn't be a bad idea, but we're going to wait him out. Aniwa actually looks like he could contribute, so we're going to give him a $5,000 signing bonus. Try and keep him away from the Spirit. So the next time the league auto expands, it'll be 2 new Central League teams, and it will be the Arrows and the Bears joining. Takashi Ogino chases a ring, goes to the Giants. All right, Hall of Fame voting. Who's on the ballot? All right, first off, Atsuya Furuta is an obvious yes. Iguchi. Let's put Kanemoto and Kiyohara there. Kudo. Okay, I have a cat at my feet. Cat wants upsy. Okay. I now have a cat on my lap, but I can't get back to the... There. Let's see, who else do we want to nominate here? Rami-chan, yes. Vote for Wada. Yamamoto. The fact that, like, Tuffy Rhodes isn't even on this ballot? This is Tuffy Rhodes' erasure. I am upset about this. Okay, so yeah, let's get Kudo. Kuroda absolutely belongs on the ballot. Oh, he's already on there. Okay. We could vote for Miura. We have one more spot available. Let's go with Ogasawara as our last option for now. Gatsutaze. Sure. I didn't do any Hall of Fame voting in the last save. I feel like I need to this time around, just to avoid any, or just to correct some issues that I spotted. Alright, so we added Yumamune. I want him at third base, though. Worth a free agent invite. Let's get a scouting report on him just to make sure we do everything right. Alright, bunch of people like my offers. Oh, back to the Lions. Okay, so no surprise there. Kawashima to the buffs. Mashita to the buffs after we got rid of him, or after we non-tendered him. So way to go, Oryx. You're making your team worse. Well done. The Toyer still hasn't gotten back to me yet. Hanshin. Alright, so Nishikawa to Hanshin? Yeah, I don't think I can meet that price. This is the problem with playing DNA. They don't have that big... I mean, the budget is tied for 4th somehow, but I want to be judicious about the kind of multi-year deals we issue people. Nakajima here played 3rd. Oh, he's 40 years old. Wow. Okay. Can we get some younger options here? We have too many outfielders already. You know what? Let's... We do need more leadership on the team. So... Absolutely. Kosuke Tanaka. Well, come to the team. 500 grand? Yeah. Who else could we add? Tried with Ginji. He gonna talk to us anymore? He wouldn't mind coming back, but didn't do so hot with us, so I'm okay to just walk away from him. Akira wants way too much money. What about Sho Nakata? $470 and no guarantee of the starting. Oh. Okay. I accidentally guaranteed him the starting lineup. We'll see if he actually stays with us. He could play 3rd base. Showtime. All right, so we got some small deals out. Is there anyone on the trading block? I'm not gonna add on more trouble with Oka available for trade, but all these folks are various degrees of risky. What does the Marines want for Oka? They could take Kamizato. Okay, I'm not opposed to that. Oka was worth 1.4 wins above replacement. More of a side grade. Yeah, no, Kamizato was better. I can't always just go for the guys who I have on my pesky list because they have 50 in both I and avoid Ks. I can't always do that. Ono's open on the trade market? Oh, pending free agent. Oh, okay. Chunichi. Hi. Yes, how do we make this deal work? Whom do you need from my team? What if I gave you Ebina? Ebina and EDA for 1 year of... Okay, what about a catcher prospect? Alright, that brings the price down. Number 4 prospect in the league. Or do we give up Isobata? No, we're not gonna give up Iso. Okay, so we're not gonna trade for Ono. Very tempting too, but no. But what do the buffs want for Sachia Yamasaki? He was really good last year. Why does he want out? Oh, they'll take anyone. Okay, this may be the deal we do. We give up on Tanabe, number 65 prospect. Let's throw in Higashide. Doesn't move the needle? No, it doesn't. This might be a deal we do. Especially if we throw in some cash to help offset off Oryx's budget crunch. Do we give up on Juan Hillman? Number 44 prospect, but he's a foreigner. Not right away. We give up on a guy like Tanabe. What about what about Ebina? No, Ebina deserves a fair shake at the major level. I mean, the Tanabe seems like the obvious pick here. They don't want to make the top-line team worse by trading away Kamizato. Actually, Kami would be an good option considering Sachia was worth about equivalent in wins above replacement last year. I'm not going to dwell on this too long because I do have to leave. But I think it's between Tanabe and Kamizato, and we've got Hosokawa waiting in the wings to take over that spot. Oh, you know what? Tanabe doesn't have the Ire avoid case. I think Tanabe's the superfluous one. Got Chino available. We've got other guys who can fill in that third base role in the minors. So if we went with... No, you know what? We are going to sell on Tanabe here, but we're going to ask for more in return. Oh, okay. This I can get behind. Junpeita Yamashita, I don't like that much. Nakagawa as a potential slam the door closer? Yes. Absolutely yes. Hitomi Honda. I also like this trade because it brings back some of the folks from the Saturday Stampede. Wink. Osato doesn't have a position really, but kind of dig him. Our old friend Yamato. Okay, no, they really like Yamato. All right. Anyone on the major... Oh, no. Why is... Poor YY. There's the Phenom. There he is. Ryo Ota. Starting his career for this version of the buffs. Oh, good. They fixed Miyagi. Okay. Our old friend Kotaro Kurebayashi. Adding a Hirosawa. 2.6 wins above replacement at the minor league level. 23 years old. Play all the middle infield positions. Handsome outfield. Shinya looks like exactly the kind of player we want. I think we give up on Sakaguchi. Get him. Yes, and we'll throw in Junpei Azuma and about... Can we get more from these guys? Let's pile this on a little. Kanata Yamaashi. Ooh! When did they add this? Is this new for Out of the Park 23, the expiring contracts view? Now, we're already eating money on this deal. We retain some cash. Saki for free prospect. Very much. All right. I think this is a deal. We didn't have to give up Kamizato. We got some solid pitching options now. A guy in Shinya Hirosawa who can play just about anywhere on the diamond. If anything, that may give Kusumoto a bit of a break. See about that. I like how that trade shaped up. Thinks that I had to give up on Tanabe, but I don't like how that bat profile was looking compared to some of the other options we have. Azuma wasn't going to play with our club. Sakaguchi wasn't going to play with our club. Alright, so I am going to wrap this up once we get to the end of the winter meetings. Alright, so Sho, interested. Keida. I mean, does he still play with the club? Now that we got Yamasaki? Sakamoto now just got bumped to the bullpen for people. Actually, you know what, let's make this a major league deal. Even 300 grand. 375. Okay, whatever. Now Yamasuda to the Dragons for a hefty fee. Ooh. Alright, we got Toshiaki Kawasaki coming to the minors. Shota Hiranuma coming to the Major League Club. Oh no, minor league deal as well. Matoyer. Got Maniwa. Yeah, you know what? Walk. That's fine. Alright, that will do it. I need to go get some lunch before, yes, even at 3 o'clock, before I head out to my softball game. Well, I don't usually stream on Sundays. We are going to hand you over to... out there. Who's streaming? Cavacom! Who's watching the Perfect Team playoffs. Have a great rest of the Sunday and a great rest of weekend, everyone. We will continue with the Saturday Starlight and potentially net your dish next week. Back at its usual time on Saturday. S. Hunter USA, thank you for the follow. And by the way, it is a long weekend here in Canada, so yeah, I may have some other secret stuff planned. That wink and nudge. Firage, take us out. Have a great time, everyone. Be well and take care.